Oh man, look at me. I'm up there, didn't even get it. Anyway, alright, we're back. Above this creepy headless ape. Man, let me tell y'all, it has been a day, and I could really use some terrifying combat. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch ourselves over to Finger Whistle, because I believe this is actually gonna be useful for us. At least I'm hoping so. And then let's just jump right into it. So, same battle as before when it comes to the, this guy. Except, as you can see, he's actually got more health than last time. Ugh. Oh, get away, get away, get away. So that's the first health bar. Oof. And this is why I wanted to try this Finger Whistle. Because I cannot remember for the life of me if it works on this woman. But it doesn't appear to. That's unfortunate. Wasted a lot of life on that experiment. Okay. Oh, when in doubt. I was hoping. That would have made things way easier. Well. Should just stuck to what I know. Alright, so as you can see, that initial bit we did, the reason coming from the back is handy is you get that dope drop on your enemy. You can get a lot of damage in, and that's really helpful in just keeping yourself alive. Obviously, every mistake you make tends to cause a lot of pain, and having two on you can be really rough. We're going to play this one a little bit more defensively, since our finger whistle doesn't actually seem to do anything. Let's see how that goes. That's not a great beginning. Oh no. Oof. Peel off. Ah! Okay. I hate this part. Not ideal. Ooh. Ah! Setting up an attack in here is just a nightmare. 30 seconds. Okay. We can do way better than that. Oh, it's so stressful. Okay. I think there's a couple ways you can do this. Um, I think we're going to focus on the second. Uh, it might not be the best way. Technically, if we defeat the other one, the second ape just kind of gets sad and leaves. And that's handy, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that effectively. So we're just going to work on getting our hits in where we can and see how that works out for us. It's not great. Yeah, too early. Gah. No! I don't like having that dude behind me. Creepy snake man. Okay, okay, okay. Oof. Thank you. Oh, man. I'm sorry I don't talk that much when I'm battling like that. Ooh. I was so tense. Okay. So now we finally killed the terrifying giant infested gorilla. Ape? I don't know the distinction. The headless guardian ape was the colossal beast, plagued with the power of the undying. Yeah, and we got to meet its mate and also kill her. Um, really, there's nothing good here. It's just tragedy all around. Um, but now we can kill it for real. Fuck yeah, Mortal Blade. I just gotta catch my breath real quick. I know that there's a way of doing that which is very efficient. Um, I've watched people do it. Better players than I. The only way I know is to just panic, run, hope for the best. But the good news is, now we've got this idol. And so we're going to do something real quick. Well, first we're going to upgrade our attack power. Yeah. confront that memory. At one time, the guardian ape shared its den with a mate, but he alone became infested while the other passed away. Now even the flowers offered in tribute to her passing have withered to dust. Yeah, so the flower we took before, which we need to go fight God, he was cultivating it in her memory. She died. And then it looks like he'd found a new mate, which is very exciting. They're both dead now, so not as exciting as it could have been, but, you know, you die with the ones you love, I suppose. Anyway, so we're going to actually teleport here and then walk back again, because I want to say it's immediate, so there's a follow-up battle that goes on over there with a Shishiman warrior. So there's 3 of those in the game, if I remember right. They each give you something pretty dope. One gives you this Tonto knife, which you can use to sacrifice health for spirit emblems. I do not remember what the other 2 give you. They're all actual items, though. It's not. Yeah, there he is. So we're just gonna fight this dude now. I'm in the mood for pretty consistent combat, so we're gonna grab our umbrella to tank those Kamehameha waves, and we're gonna pop our divine confetti because it's the only way that these battles work. And actually, we're gonna put on our purple gourd this time, so that we don't make the same mistakes as we did before. Alright. Divine Confetti. Akko Sugar. Leroy Jenkins. Alright, first teleport. Ah! This is going way smoother than the last one, if I'm being honest. We're gonna redo our Divine Confetti. Oh, get back here. You know, I spoke too soon. I really have to make sure I keep better look on my terror. I have a tendency to let that build and then just die randomly. I'm all confident in my abilities and then I just fall apart due to fear. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. As a professional shinobi, it's embarrassing. There we go. Now we just get a bunch of money. There's a metaphor for late-stage capitalism in there. Whew. Cool. So that's everything that appears down here. Giant headless ape and friend, and then that Shishiman warrior. And now we're officially ready to move into here. There's not a great reason to fight any of these guys, but we will anyway. Oh, sorry, ma'am. It's a bad place to hang out, I guess. Smacked with a sword. Okay. So we're pretty much at the bottom of this place, finally. We're gonna rest here, so this is where we come back. So this is a part of the game I've never really enjoyed. I guess there's a part in every, like, From Software game. It's usually just, like, the Blight Town area is usually how I think about it. this is that for me. It's fine. It's cool conceptually. It's not more or less difficult than any other area. I've just never really enjoyed it. More importantly, though, is to kill this chicken. Oh, missed a chicken. Secret chicken. Amiibo Balloon of Soul. Oh yeah, so all these balloons that we've been getting, Balloon of Soul, Balloon of Wealth, all that, they're all Miibu something, right? So the area we're heading into is Miibu Village. This is where it all came from. As you can see, everything is covered in a terrifying murder fog. That's going to be our first order of business. It's not getting murdered by fog. If you're like me, you're going to want to go down into the fog. I recommend not doing that. At least not yet. You'll survive. It's nothing terrible, but it's more annoying and it's easier to come back, in my opinion.
Hey,
so,
hey, you. If you know the path of Buddha, would you slay one who opposes it?
One who opposes the Buddha?
Correct. The one of whom I speak hides in an abandoned temple up ahead. He sealed away the village in a shadowy fog, so that he can fool the villagers.
An abandoned temple?
Yes, it's an old building. The door may be closed, but there should be a hole in the second floor.
boop, boop. Death to all chickens. What's over there? 1 second. What? Oh. I did say all chickens. Alright, alright, alright. So, again, there's we can go that way, and we can go this way. I'll go this way first, just to give you an idea of what it is that we're dealing with, and why it is that I'm going to go about it the way that I am. So, if you move into the mist, you'll see people in the distance. And they all have that weird, kind of dark purpley coloring that we saw with those night jars before. It basically means that they're weird mist illusions. They will still mess you up. But the annoyance is that you can't actually see them until you're right up on them, so they can see you. So these people just jump out of the mist, constantly murdering you. And it's a nightmare. Like, not a nightmare because any of them are difficult, it's just a nightmare because you will just constantly get chipped away at if you're not paying attention. And so if you're paying attention to the dying monk back there, he mentions that there was a 2-story house and a person who opposed the Buddha. That's the house. That's the one we're looking for. And you can wander around it. You'll find a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of people will attack you. But you won't be able to get your way in there. But you'll see that there's a tree that lets you in. So we're just going to skip to that part, because I don't have any interest about getting jumped in the mist. So, when you've gotten real bored with just getting messed up over there, you can come over to this place, make your way across this tree. Do not fall down. If you hear that sound, that's a frightening demon monster ready to eat you. So don't fall down if you can avoid it. Instead, make your way over here. Get a sweet snapseed. Don't worry, we are going to come back to all these places, just when it's less Stephen King, you know? So this is where you want to get. You can get there from the other side, too. Like, shoot your way up this way and then find your way over here. That's just the quickest, easiest way. And it'll bring you to this place. And we'll find some monkeys and that guy. Who is not a monkey, and we fought a similar kind of character before. That character type shows up a few times in these games. As with all monkeys, shurikens are the way to go. We want to make sure that as many of his friends are dead as possible. And then let him forget us. We can't just fight this guy straight up. I'm gonna do it the smart way. I'm trying to do all of this the smart way. Whenever possible, when it's not the panicked running way. Those are the two operating procedures. Total professionalism, panicked headless chicken running. We're gonna try to do it the professional way. So I think we've killed all the monkeys, so we're just going to do this. And I'll throw us up here, and that dude will get real worried about us, obviously, but that's cool. And we're gonna let him go away while we're waiting. This is the path we're gonna take out of here, but whenever you have an opportunity, get a death blow. And just for fun, we're gonna switch this to switch this out for oil. Alright, so this is where you set up your death blow. Jump. Murder. Oil. Fire. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That's better. You're not a ghost. Ah-ha-ha! Easy days. Okay. We got some more unrefined sake that we can give to our friends. Ah. I hate you guys. I hate you so much. How many are there? No, you chase me. Gross. How dare you? We were having a good time. We were all having a good time. Freaking homing shurikens are a nightmare. Already happy? Anyway. So we'll make our way over here. And then up here. Sweet lump of fat wax, and we're back at the 2-story house. And we did it without getting murdered by mist people. There we can see him. The man who opposes the Buddha. Playing this nice flute. We're gonna run into these characters a lot, but they're mostly not dangerous. If they catch you at the wrong angle, things get real bad real fast, but for the most part, not that bad. See? Super squishy. And we get a lump of grave waxed, which, you know, another upgrade item. Weirder than the lump of fat wax somehow, but... And with that... the mist is gone. As is the illusion that made you think that this house was in good shape. So we're gonna explore this area now without the mist, because it's significantly better. All of those murder samurai and dogs and whatever, that's all gone. We can see our items without having to physically run into them. This is a huge quality of life improvement, honestly. And we're also going to go back towards the tree where we began, because there's someone we need to see. Adamantine scrap. We'll talk to this guy.
Gotten terribly old, but This old man would like to see Lord Buddha return to his temple once more. I've gotten
Do you have anything
terrible-
else? No. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. So, where are you at, friendo? Maybe we can't see him from this angle. Aha! Remember how there was a terrifying monster sound down there? Well, there it is. Now it's not in the mist, so we can actually see it. Highly recommend that you approach it that way as well. You can fight him in the mist. It's not impossible. There's just like one more annoying difficulty. So this is a headless. I think is this the first one we fought in this playthrough? I think it is. Okay. So these guys are also apparition types. They're not bad. I have more trouble with them than the Shishiman warriors for whatever reason. I think it's because the pattern of their attacks is erratic. Also, if you're close to them, they will slow you, which it screws with your like muscle memory. Again, not impossible, just real goddamn annoying. And they'll do that thing. Ah! I got stuck. And all of their attacks do tear damage. Ugh. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. See, that's slow. That slow gets me every time. Did I take off the... I did. I replaced it with oil. Okay. We'll put back on our modeled purple cord. Like we should have had from the beginning. This is why battle prep is important. I haven't forgotten you, Secret Chicken. Wasn't quite my intended path, but works. Okay, okay, okay. Ah! So that's a thing that can happen. We're just gonna run this time because we need more divine confetti. Oh no! Rough, 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 rough. Okay, that was poorly done. See, I have so much trouble with these guys. And I think it's part of it is because I can't deflect their attacks well. So I'm constantly taking chip damage. And I overcommit or undercommit. So I'm not capitalizing properly. And then just terror. I hate terror. Like George Bush. Hate terror. But that's okay. Ah, man! Crap. All the wrong items. To me. Want me to come to you? Again, we need more divine confetti, so... Ah! Oh, son of a bitch, yeah. It's got that distance attack. It's not terrible to defend from. Had better days. Get back. Oh, man. Oh, you... Okay. You're not even a real enemy. I don't know why I have so much trouble with those guys. Again, it's like for sure some sort of like weird mental block. Just play terribly. Either way, he's dead. Those guys, I guess, while we hang out. So you've definitely seen me use the Akko sugar before, right? Then you've got the Ungo sugar, the Goken sugar, the Yashirika sugar. So each of these is just a buff, right? Works for a certain period of time. This one makes you stronger. This one makes you tougher. This one helps you keep posture longer. This one makes you sneakier. This one's an interesting one. So when you do it, you lose half your health, but you get a huge boost to your attack power. And so there are times where you can use this really, really well. I tend to avoid it for obvious reasons. I'm not good enough for that. But you've also seen probably that I have these things, these spirit falls, which have the same names. So when you kill one of those headless, one of the things you'll get is one of these. So it's a version of the item that you can use as an ability. Now, so it doesn't last as long. They're shorter, and you have to spend spirit emblems. So same thing that you use to use like firecrackers or shurikens or whatever. But it is handy if you're low on them, don't want to utilize them, or you don't have a reason to use your like shinobi prosthetics in a battle. You can get these instead. So last playthrough, killed all the headless, got all of these. I tend not to use them because they're shorter. There'll be times where I will, but it's not super common. I tend to focus on the sugars. You can tell which sugars I use the most based off of what I have a bunch of. Don't think I've ever used a Goken sugar because I usually die long before my posture gets broken. But one of the interesting lore things is each of these is named after like Akko, Ungo, Gokan. Each of those was a hero character, a famous warrior who died. The headless are the remains of them. You kill their weird headless spirit corpse, and then suck their soul essence into yourself so that you can use their power. It's ambiguous. Either way, kill them and get their stuff. This one I find really interesting. When we actually fight this guy, I'll point out the cool, interesting things about like both the battle and why the sugar works the way that it does. That's neither here nor there, though. I think. Well, why you tease me like that? That'll work. Cool. Alright, got my bearings. Aha! Not well enough, though. Pretty sure we got. Oh, you know, I spoke too soon. Alright, but now we can move into the village proper. Having cleared the mist, murdered the palace noble, Miss Noble. I hate you guys. Okay. illusory son of a bitch. Alright, so... we need... and around this area... okay. Yeah, I think we're good. So now... we're into Mibu proper! Yeah, yes. So, first thing you're gonna find over here is this nice merchant.
Care to purchase an offering?
Another one.
Where
Another
you
one.
find the departed, you'll find
You're always
the
surprised.
memorial mob. Even those who can't die still have use for offerings. Go ahead, buy an offering.
If I ever become a merchant, that's exactly how I'm gonna act. So you can get some treasure sharp scales from this guy. Obviously, we don't really need them, so no reason to buy them. But snap seeds, divine confetti, all kinds of interesting things. You get this endogenously in the game, but you can also buy it from him here if you're so inclined.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the memorial mob. Wherever your travels take you, make sure you bring some offerings with you.
This is what happens when you camp too long. So the other thing is there's obviously an item down there, and you can just see one of those interior ministry assassin types. So we're gonna go take care of that guy. Ah! Get a heal off. So obviously that guy can poison you. And it's a treasure card scale. What's that sound? He also reappears, if I remember right. So we'll double check on that. Get rid of this poison. Yeah, it sure does. So you can go farm him if you're into that. It's a good source of experience early on if you need something. This game doesn't really lend itself to farming, but occasionally it's worthwhile. This is a place you can easily get swarmed. Basically, none of these characters can die, and they'll just keep popping out of the ground forever, and just overall being a nuisance. An undead nuisance. Luckily, they're not terrible. Like, they die pretty easily. It's mostly the fact that there's so many of them, and there are some that will pop out of the ground and grab you and hold you while their friends just lay into you, and that's annoying, embarrassing. It's just dishonor your family, dishonor your clan, dishonor your cow.
Basket, 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 basket. I am a basket.
Hey,
Basket, 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 basket.
calm down.
Are you an honorable person?
Yes.
Sure.
Goodness, you are an honorable person. Is there something you want to ask? Look, sorry, but if you have questions, I'll have to answer with this basket on my head.
Yeah, fair enough. I get you.
What is wrong with this village?
I'd sure like to know that too. Before I knew it, everyone had gone insane. For a while, I too was in a daze, but I snapped out of it after I threw up. I was thirsty, so I drank a lot of sake. I'm sure that's what made me throw up. The head priest sometimes treats us to sake, but you know, when you drink sake, you get thirsty. The sake cask runs dry in no time, so everyone has no choice but to drink the water in the ponds and rivers. But the more you drink it, the thirstier you get. You get thirstier and thirstier, can't ever drink enough.
What is wrong with the villagers?
No idea. All I know is they all fear fire. For a while, I too was in the same
Hint,
daze,
hint.
and I felt the fear too. An unquenchable fire. Even now, the thought of it gives me chills.
An unquenchable fire.
The hunter, Inuhiko, started burning pine resin and locked himself in his house. His pine resin burns a long time. It's a real nuisance. Inuhiko is the village outcast. He likes eating wild animal meat and the sort. That's why the head priest doesn't give him any sake.
Where is Inohiko's house?
Oh, on the other side of the pond. Inuhiko's is the last house on the path.
Tell me about the priest.
He's the most important person in the entire village. You can find him in the shrine, all the way up the riverside, near the water's source. He told us, let us become citizens of the palace. If you drink enough sake, you shall become citizens, he said. Huh? A citizen of the palace? I don't really get it, but that's what he said. Oh, gotta go, huh? I'll be here, hiding in this basket. Must resist drinking.
Anyway, that's Basket Man. He's basically just gives you a bunch of information about the village. Nothing else really going on there. So this is Mibu Village. It's seen better days. This is about as low. We finally made it about as low in the world as we can get after just descending for ages. This is where a lot of the stuff we've been dealing with lore-wise, like, kind of comes from or to. So, you know, Isshin Ashina talked about, you know, the previous religion, faith system that they had before, sort of before everything went wild. We know about the waters and sediment of rejuvenation and everything that's going on with that, and immortality being utilized incorrectly and its corrupting influence. A lot of that comes from here. So, you know, if you remember, we're trying to go get enough stuff to get into the divine palace or the divine realm to go fight God and steal his tears so that our little boy can go be a human being. Complicated shit. But to do that, we need a rock. Smells of the divine palace. Well, that's here. This is also where the rejuvenating waters are flowing from, the Mibu balloons, all of that. You can see kind of how poorly that's affected this place in the end after everything got corrupted and weird. Oh, well, that's not great. That bit about pine resin, is important. That's a one-time item. Like, you can come back here, sorry. But you only find it in one place, and it's in this village, in this one location. You need it for a late-game upgrade. So, don't leave this area without it, if at all possible. Or you will grumpy with yourself later when you're trying to get your sweet... Is it the flamethrower? I think it's the ghost-killing flamethrower that gives it to you, but... Anyway, it's over here. Obviously it won't be here now, but one wanted. Go up there. We've got other stuff to do. We're basically just going to come through and get the items in this area. There's nothing we really need. Just feel obligated to get all the items. Get as many items as I can. Come on, man. Made harder jumps in this. There we go. Don't stay still. People will grab you. Yeah, every time you hear that perilous attack sound, that's somebody who's gonna pop out of the ground and grab your feet. And then all those dudes will jump on you. This level's actually designed pretty well, because you get kind of cocky at how easy it is to kill the villagers, even if they do rise from the dead. And then you get into that area and just get grabbed and beaten to death. Honestly, there's not too much to see or worry about here. We just want to make sure we get everything. I don't remember if there's anything down this river. I don't think so, but... Oh! Oh, we don't want to be here yet. Apologies. Oh, anyway. We'll be there soon enough, don't worry. Going that way doesn't necessarily help us much at all, unless you really don't want to do one of the battles. Which I guess, if I'm being honest, I don't. I do and I don't. What time is it? Oh man, 70 minutes. Okay. We'll finish up this little bit here in the village, and then make our way up there. Because there's nothing we really need besides all those items. That we have finally made it to the end of one of our friends' quest lines. We'll do all that next time. Right up here is our shamisen player. Just beyond her is actually that bridge we accidentally jumped up to. Unintentionally. We'll get there. But this is a good place to stop. I'm trying to keep these at about an hour. So I'll save. We'll chill out here. And I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to take about 15 minutes. Gather myself. This next battle is not ideal. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But she has a tendency to wreck me. So I'm going to take about 15 minutes, gather myself, and then be right back to go look at the shamisen player and finish our boy, what is your name, Jinzero? Anyway, our samurai friend's quest line.